Hi everybody, Casey Dimon here with the TaxSaleAcademy.com. In this video we're talking about 3 things that you must do to stay current as a tax sale investor. The first one is you must follow the national news. You must understand the national real estate market, the national news, and how things are trending. Monitor the different laws and the tax changes. For example, a few years ago they did an $8,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers. Don't you think this would have been a huge selling point to your first-time buyers? A lot of tax sale investors sell homes to first-time home buyers, and obviously that's a huge selling point. But if you didn't follow the national news and national law, you wouldn't have really even known about that $8,000 tax credit, so you wouldn't be able to use it. Simply Google real estate news or financial market news and follow the different markets and the different news. Secondly, follow your state laws and your state regulations and your state news. Know how the different economies in every single state that you invest in are changing and how the different laws that are changing could affect you. For example, there's one state right now that actually has a bill in front of Congress that is going to greatly change the way tax sale investors invest in this particular state. It's a very, very lucrative state to invest in for a tax sale investor, and if you don't pay attention to this law, it's possible you could wake up one day, realize that the tax sale investment empire you've built in this state is gone. So for example, this particular state, you would be following this law, follow all the way through Congress, and in the meantime, expand your target area. That way, if the law does get passed, if the bill gets passed, hey, that's okay. I can no longer invest lucratively in that state, but I'll go somewhere else. You have to follow different laws, regulations, and news for the different states. And then thirdly, we talked about national, we talked about state. The next one is obvious. We have to talk about your local news and your local ordinances. You have to follow, the different zoning changes. Is there a brand new subdivision going near your property? Is there a zoning change for, a large acreage piece right across the street from your property that perhaps they are putting a shopping center in? Obviously, this is going to increase your value, which is great, so you have to look out for that kind of stuff. There's one city that I invest in that one time when I had a very nice home that would have made a great rental there, they put a moratorium on rentals. So obviously, this cut my target audience as far as buyers in half. I went from marketing to investors and, owner-occupants to suddenly I couldn't market to investors anymore because they weren't able to rent the property out. So I had to market just to owner-occupants. So you have to follow different local ordinances and laws and news. Basically, here's a summary of this video. You have to follow as many news outlets as possible, and every time you see a piece of news, you have to ask yourself, how could this impact my tax sale investing business, and then modify your business accordingly. So folks, I hope this has helped. That's all I got for you today. For more information on the very lucrative tax sale business, check out the TaxSaleAcademy.com. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.